What is up, XRP community? Welcome back to another video. Thank you for joining me. I want to talk about some general macroeconomic conditions, the bull versus bear debate, a surge in XRP call options, and then a clip at the end of the chief legal officer of Ripple going on CNBC talking about the outcome of this lawsuit. Really quickly though, let me lead with this clip of Brad Garlinghouse. It's one of my favorite clips from him.
The next Bitcoin. From the get-go, Ripple has worked with regulators, and we have worked with regulated institutions like banks, where there isn't regulatory uncertainty. And so we have found that part of the reason why XRP has performed well is because people realize, hey, wait a minute. Back to your question, is XRP the next Bitcoin? Back to your question, is XRP the next Bitcoin? If we work with the system to solve this problem, and we can solve that problem at scale, a problem measured in the trillions of dollars, then there's a lot of opportunity to create value in XRP.
Now, it's a weird question. Is XRP the next Bitcoin? What does he mean? Is XRP going to be the #1 cryptocurrency by market cap? Or is XRP going to fulfill the utility of the Bitcoin white paper? Keep in mind, Bitcoin was designed to be peer-to-peer payments. Nowadays, no one uses it for that. It's failed its white paper. However, it's taken on this new initiative of being this digital gold asset, which might have longevity in this space, but it is important to realize Bitcoin was designed to do exactly what XRP does. Cheap, efficient, peer-to-peer transactions. And Ripple is a massive company. Bitcoin, they have a few developers, but there's no centralization, which Ripple, their centralization is actually a strength in this aspect. You need a front-facing CEO. You need a company to partner with these big central banks to have these tough conversations with regulators. And Ripple has that where Bitcoin cannot even compare. Bitcoin's at a very crucial level, guys, sitting at about 58K, right under the 60K range. And if Bitcoin goes down to 45K, miners won't be making money anymore, which is not a good thing, and will cause even more sell pressure. And I'll talk about more of this bull bear case here in a few. Things are getting crazy in the Middle East. I don't try and get political, but wars and geopolitical conflicts affect the markets. And just yesterday, the Iron Dome was penetrated. Israel has long been known for this Iron Dome, this anti-missile technology where they've never been able to get struck. And we're starting to see different tactics to be able to penetrate this Iron Dome. And I really pray for no wars for anyone, but I do see this conflict. It's only going to escalate even more. And really quick, guys, if you guys do use Telegram, I have a free Telegram group. It's on the screen now. It's in the video description below. We talk politics, crypto, markets. So if you enjoy my content, think about joining that. And also, if you guys use Twitter, post to my Twitter community any good stories, anything you want me to feature in my future videos. I showed this a lot last year, kind of let it die down, but I want to get it going again. So if you do use Twitter, you can find a link to my Twitter community in the video description below. It's 5 p.m. today, Eastern Time. In 3 hours, Donald Trump and Elon Musk will be having a conversation. Now, I'm trying to be as neutral as I can here. I watch all of Joe Biden's interviews. I watch Kamala's interviews. I watch Donald Trump's interviews. No matter whose side you're on, it's always important to listen to the opposite side. And Elon Musk is a brilliant individual. So I'm looking forward to this tonight. Some crypto XRP people are speculating, do you think Elon Musk and Donald Trump will talk about XRP tonight? I do think there's a potential for crypto to come up. Obviously, there's that big lawsuit ruling that we just got this week with SEC and Ripple. So I give it about a 15-20% chance XRP could come up, but I will not expect that. Regardless, I will be watching this interview. I'm very excited for that. And they don't want these people to be talking, Donald Trump and Elon Musk. The European Commission is actually writing a warning threatening Elon Musk about his interview with Donald Trump tonight. This should be alarming to everyone. I don't care what side of the wheel you are on. But when it comes to silencing people from having a conversation, that's when you should really be alarmed. The best solutions in history have always come from people with differing opinions, settling, breaking bread, and conversing over those opinions. And so things like this should be alarming to the whole world. Interesting story, non-related to crypto here. Quantum computers, something I actually tried to get into this field about 10 years ago. But quantum computers are basically like, think about when the computer was released, how innovative that was. Quantum computers are that times 10. They're extremely fascinating. There's only a few of them in the world. You have to be a big company like Amazon or Google to get them. They can solve problems that have never been able to be solved before. And an interesting thing is, A quantum computer, imagine like four to six refrigerators all taped together. That's what a quantum computer is. It's this massive box. And something I always found interesting was if you stand next to a quantum computer, the sound it makes mimics a heartbeat. It has this low periodic rumble, right? So I thought that was kind of interesting. So let's talk about this extreme fear in the market. There's more extreme fear right now in the market than when FTX crashed. 5 things to know about Bitcoin this week. I'm not going to cover all 5 of them, but there's a few points I do want to. Who will take control in the coming days? The stage is already set for the ongoing battle between bulls and bears. Chief among them comes from outside the crypto sphere in the form of macroeconomic data from the US. The July print of the CPI is top on analysts' radar amid controversy how the Federal Reserve is handling the global market instability. Isn't it funny how they call it the Federal Reserve, but it's a 100% private bank? They just dupe the American people by calling it federal when it's 100% not federal. Did you know that? Probably. You're smart people. On August 14th, CPI data will come out after the producer price index, while jobless claims will round out the week. For traders, meanwhile, a double death cross on the BTC chart provides a grim reminder of how even bull markets can have their ugly markets. All right, so a death cross is when you have a long-term moving average cross over in the downtrend, a short-term moving average. Few more things here. Bitcoin has managed to cement 2 separate death crosses over the past week, a problematic situation that has not gone unnoticed. As Cointelegraphed, these involve 4 trend lines: the 21-day, 50-day, 100-day, and 200-day simple moving averages. In recent days, the downward sloping 21-day simple moving average has crossed below the 100-day simple moving average. This is what you call a death cross. A short-term moving average crosses below a long-term moving average, which shows, based off moving averages, in the short term, the price is going down, right? That's why the short-term moving average is going down. Bitcoin bulls were not able to avoid the second death cross. Keith Allen, co-founder of Trading Resource Material Indicators. In this, Allen noted that nonetheless, the death crosses are not the be-all end all for the market, with bullish volatility still able to cancel out these crosses. Again, they're lagging indicators, he says, so you have to wait and see. Another popular trader, Benjamin Cowan, he has like hundreds of thousands of subscribers. I think his channel is like Into the Cryptoverse. He argued that a daily close above 62,000 would be necessary to avoid further death cross problems going forward. As you can see on Bitcoin, it doesn't look like we're going to be getting a price close above 62K if we're at 58K right now. Then they talk about the macroeconomic conditions a little bit more. Any surprises will add to a complex picture of U.S. inflation, with the Fed already under pressure to lower interest rates at its next meeting in September. Last week's turmoil centered on Japan only increased the onus on the Fed to respond, but so far the status quo remains the same, the highest rates in more than 20 years. We have a busy week ahead. Trading Resource, the Kobesi letter, summarized in one of its latest X threads. He noted that the VIX, Volatility Index, remains elevated after hitting its 3rd highest levels in history last week. However, CPI itself is forecast to continue falling, which should empower the Fed to consider an important rate cut. Charlie Billio, chief market strategist at wealth management firm Creative Planning, focused on fuel as potential contributing factor to the Fed's dovish stance. Gas prices in the U.S. have moved down to $3.49 per gallon from $3.82 a gallon, a 10% decline year over year. If this holds, will likely be a factor in pushing down headline CPI for August. And Bitcoin price, as I was saying earlier, dropped below 59K. It's at 58K. And one of the reasons people are speculating is because institutions have stopped buying stablecoins. Institutional investors have halted their accumulation of stablecoins over the past 2 days, causing Bitcoin's price to drop below a key level. Just this week, one of my recent videos, I talked about how BlackRock, I believe it was last Monday, about a week ago, when the market was going crazy, BlackRock made their largest purchase of Bitcoin ever, right? Market's dumping, retail's freaking out selling. What does the biggest hedge fund in the world do? They buy up all your panic selling. And to buy Bitcoins, they need stable coins. So institutional investors not buying stable coins, you could think maybe deduction would say they're probably taking a pause on buying Bitcoins. Institutions seem to have temporarily stopped buying, and the price of Bitcoin dropped 5% today. We noticed that institutions stopped receiving Tether from Tether Treasury and transferring it to exchanges 2 days ago. So this is the pipeline for big hedge funds to buy Bitcoin. They buy over-the-counter Tether from Tether Treasury, and they transfer it to exchanges to buy. That's albeit stopped, okay? And the article goes on to say it's very important that Bitcoin holds, I believe it was in this article, Bitcoin needs to hold 43K for miners to be profitable. Analyzing U.S. mining firm data, King Yong-ju, CEO of crypto analytics firm CryptoQuant, highlighted the average cost of mining one Bitcoin is still 15% or 15,000 lower than the Bitcoin spot price. U.S. mining companies' average mining cost per Bitcoin is around 43K. So as long as Bitcoin is above 43K, that's good for the miners. If the miners are making profit, they don't need to immediately dump their Bitcoins. That's less sell pressure. And if you guys do enjoy my content, smash the like button. It's free. It does a lot for the channel. It gives me feedback so I know that you did enjoy the content. If you dislike it, be honest with me. And drop a comment below what you liked or disliked about the video. I genuinely appreciate it. So this guy is also bullish on Bitcoin. He shows right here a pattern called head and shoulders. It's when you have a big impulse in the middle and two impulses on the sides, the two shoulders. When you have a pattern like this, doesn't always mean the price is going to go down. But statistically, the price of charts like this have gone down more often than they've gone up when this pattern is on the chart. However, this kind of paints the opposite picture. 9 billion of shorts will get liquidated if Bitcoin reaches $70,000. What do the market makers like to do to the retail traders? They like to take your money. How do they take your money? They liquidate you. So when I see something like this, a massive amount of shorts, $9 billion, everyone, I've just been talking about the case of Bitcoin going down, all these conditions in the macroeconomy, they're going to cause crypto to go down. $9 billion of people betting that Bitcoin will go down. I wouldn't be surprised if we do see a pump on Bitcoin to liquidate these traders because the market maker doesn't want you and me making money. They want the money for themselves, and this is a massive amount of shorts on Bitcoin. A bullish thing for XRP call options. As of writing, XRP's call option for $1.10, set to expire August 28th, has an open interest of 4 million contracts, valued at 2.4 million, making it the most favored among all XRP options on the exchange. The amount is significant for an options market that is barely 5 months old. The number of active bets has increased by 800,000 contracts in the 5 months alone. So there are 4.3 million different contracts out there betting on the XRP price going to $1.10 before the next 16 days, which would be pretty crazy if XRP does break that dollar range. I think it goes a lot higher than this. According to Griffin Andren, head of options trading and research at Blowfin, the increased activity in the $1.10 call option likely reflects a net long position on XRP. He said if the resistance level of 75 cents from the past 2 weeks can be broken, the price of XRP is likely to rise above $1.10. He also added that institutions will likely apply for an XRP ETF in the US, which may be an important factor in driving sharp price increases. And this is alarming for the whole economy. Look at unrealized gains on investment securities, okay? You can see since about 2022, the gains have been all negative, okay? Now, these aren't gains on paper yet because they haven't sold these investments, but whenever you see massive losses like this, you should be alarmed. Look at the 2008 financial crisis. You had about 75 billion in unrealized losses at the peak. We have 10 times that right now. So I do believe in the near future, we see a similar crisis to 2002, 2007, 2008, but on a higher magnitude, a larger scale. They didn't fix the problem in 2000, 2008. They just printed the banks out. They did the bank bailout. They said, don't do this again. And think about if you're a bank. How do you make money? You take risks to make returns. In 2008, you took way too many risks as the banks. And what did the government do? Instead of punishing you for taking those bad risks, they bailed you out. They slapped you on the butt and said, don't do that again. What have the banks done? They've done it again. And if history doesn't repeat itself, but it often rhymes, this is not looking good. June 2024, JP Morgan says that stablecoin bill is likely to be approved before the US presidential election. And I talked about this in my past 2 videos. The Ripple USD stablecoin, RLUSD, is being tested right now. Very interesting. Same time we're about to get regulatory clarity for stablecoins. Regulation poses a threat to Tether's dominance. Tether is by far the largest stablecoin. Nothing comes close to it, and it's a very shady company. So a lot of people, a lot of these big regulatory people, a lot of big traditional finance guys like BlackRock, JP Morgan, they don't want Tether to be the dominant stablecoin. They want a new stablecoin that they have a good business relationship with. Maybe someone like Circle, who has USDC. BlackRock invested $400 million in Circle. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of big traditional finance people also did. And they're also in bed with Ripple, who also is having a stablecoin. So over the next 2-3 years in crypto, I'm going to call it now, I think we see a big transition in the landscape of stablecoins, and Tether will not be the most dominant stablecoin anymore. SEC has just folded no appeal on the Ripple ruling. This is a massive W for XRP, solidifying its spot at the top. We kind of expected this. Ripple didn't fully win the lawsuit, but by only paying $125 million compared to $2 billion, I'd say they won. Really quick, guys, if you want $41 for free, sign up with Webull, deposit a penny. You're guaranteed $41 in free stocks. Sell your stocks, close your account, do whatever you want. Easy way to get $41 just for depositing a penny. A link to Webull in the description below. And if you need a spot to get XRP, Bitcoin, ETH, whatever, I recommend Uphold. It's sleek, it's simple, it's secure. It's where I get my XRP weekly. You can find a link to Uphold in the video description below as well. So a tweet here from the Bearable Bull. Ripple does not want to appeal. They want to pay the fine and get on with it. The law of the land is XRP is not a security and Ripple is free from the SEC. If the SEC is a rational actor, they will not appeal. The SEC has lost every ruling in this case and has destroyed crypto adoption in America. An appeal will show a continued war on crypto stance, which we obviously do not want. Coming into an election season where Trump is positioning himself as a crypto president and Kamala wants crypto voters, this is an important appeal process for the political landscape, not just XRP. Ripple fought for the industry and won. Before I play this video, if you guys did make it to the end of the video, comment CNBC in the comment section below. I'm very grateful you giving me 18 minutes of your time today. Time is money, and I appreciate you guys enjoying my content and getting some value from it. Let me know you're a loyal viewer by commenting CNBC below. Enjoy.
Let's talk about some of the next steps here. By when is Ripple obligated to pay that fine? And when that happens, is that the end of this chapter that started back in December 2020 when the SEC slapped Ripple with charges? Or do you expect an appeal from the SEC? Can that even happen at this stage? Or are we finally done with this legal battle?
Well, in our minds, we are finally done. The fine pursuant to the court's order needs to be paid in 30 days, and we will do that. The SEC certainly has the option to pursue an appeal. I think they've got 60 days to make that determination. But again, we're focused on the finality that this order gives Ripple. We want to focus on continuing to grow our business, both globally and domestically. We like the clarity that this lawsuit and the outcome of this lawsuit has provided to us, and that's where we're going to be focused on. And again, if the SEC is a rational actor, and they are, and this administration truly is serious about hitting the reset button on their war on crypto, there should be no appeal, and everybody should be moving on.
Thank you for watching the video, guys. If you enjoy the content, make sure to subscribe. Take care of yourselves, take care of your families. Until next time.